Hello, how are you, happy life people? That's Jennifer. I am back again, your happy life coach. Today, we have some more great topics to talk about, and I want you all to join in the conversation. Don't forget, like me on Facebook, find me on Twitter, join the conversation. And you're seeing me right now on YouTube, subscribe. Subscribe, leave your comments, give us more ideas, let us know what you're thinking, let us know if you agree, let us know if I heard what you were talking about before, but it didn't fit for me. Here's my situation. Let's hear it. Come on. Anyway, today's topic is going to be about time management. Now, this topic, I chose this one today because of one of our viewers, Nick. Nick decided, he said, You know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to change in my life to make it happier, to put some more happiness, to generate more happiness. So the way that I'm handling my time causes a lot of harm. So he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on my time management. And when he said that, I said, oh, great. That is an awesome idea and a perfect topic to discuss. So many of us have no idea how our time management or lack thereof of time management causes a lot of unnecessary drama, problems, issues, heartache, and ulcers in our lives. So let's take a look at that. Time management. Why would that matter? The thing is, there are a lot of us who are scheduled people and we write everything down and we follow it, and every now and then we go off course, and when we go off course, it throws you off course. Then there's some people that have not realized yet for some reason that all of these other issues that they're having, consistently getting fired from work, from being late, be constantly being in traffic at the last minute, sitting there swearing or being pissed off because you can't make it to work on time, or you can't make it to pick up your child on time, or you're running late to get to an event or something or somewhere. A lot of people don't realize it all starts with your preparation. I know this may sound simple to some of us, but I've witnessed people that do this and live this way every day, and every single day their life is stressful. They never take the time to check the night before and prepare the night before. Hey, what must I do tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? Take a look at it. They just get up. Then they run around. Oh my gosh. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Now they're trying to remember everything they have to do. And then because they're just now taking stock of the things they have to do in the morning, now you're running like crazy because you're like, oh my gosh, it's this time of the morning and I have all of these things to do before I can even start my day. Now, if you had kind of set this up at night, write it down at night, look at a schedule, look at a plan, do whatever you need to do to help manage your time better. For example, with me, I know as you've seen in my videos, as you see this blue paper, that's here in the back of my back of me. I know it's ugly in my office, but I need it. All of the things that I must do long term, these are things that I have to accomplish this year. That's what that is. And I've kind of prioritized them. I must accomplish those things this year. And so I don't want to forget any of them, so I have a big list on the back. Now, I break it down even further. Within that, I've decided which ones of those I must accomplish this month or this week. You see? So then those I take and I put them inside of a book kind of like this. I kind of write in books like this, put the calendar on it, the things that I'm working on right now. Also, for things that are extremely urgent, things that I really cannot afford to forget at all, I'll take them and I'll put them on my calendar in my phone as reminders. I'll put a reminder every day at a certain time and say, hey, at 5 o'clock every day, stop what you're doing and go work on that. It's very easy to get started working on one thing and forget about all of the other things that we need to do. Or we just put them off because we're thinking, I got to finish this right now. But the thing is, there are other things that are just as important. We have a lot to do, and sometimes we're too busy. And because of that, it causes a whole domino effect of other problems. So here it is. You stayed up late last night watching that show that you had to see. You just had to see that show. Consequently, you woke up a little bit late. Still enough time to maybe make it to work, but if everything goes perfectly. Okay? So you wake up a little bit late, and then what you do? You jump out of the bed, you go running, you start running, and because now you're rushing, what do? We stub our toes, we trip over something, we rip our, ladies, we know this, we rip our stockings trying to put them on the last minute, and it's the last pair we have. We mess up something, we spill something on our blouse or our shirt or something because we're rushing. Now we're running through the house. So you've already started the negative energy flow. Here you are now because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm late. You get out the house, you run. Jump in the car or you go get on public transportation or whatever. Now you're pissed. You're standing waiting for the bus or the train and you're angry. Oh, come on, it's taking too long. And it's not. It's not taking too long. It's coming on time. The problem is you're late. Or you're in your car and somebody stops in front of you or cuts in front of you or any little thing that hinders you. Now you're pissed and you're getting angrier and angrier. Now remember, we talked about this before in another video where we were saying why it is important to be happy or try to find ways to create more happiness, because the angrier we get, we build up this big energy ball that brings more and more negativity to you. All right, so now you're running. You finally make it late. You get to work. Your boss is fussing at you about you being late. And eventually you get fired. Now you're pissed. Oh, they fired me because I'm late. Or you didn't get that promotion because you're not reliable. You get looked over. You don't even know you're being looked over. You think it's no big deal. Thing is, time management, when you do not have that in your life and you think it's not important, it creates so many other problems. It's crazy. You get to the school, teacher's fussing at you. You're late again picking up your child. We cannot have this. I know. But a lot of people turn around and do the exact same thing again. They had this horrible day, and somehow it did not compute. It was related to their lack of planning, their lack of time management. It started with the fact that you were staying up late watching that show you just felt you could not do without. What you should have done was taking you behind the bed. Video it, tape it if you must see it, Devo it or whatever, TiVo it or whatever you're doing now. If you must see it, check your schedule the night before. What do I have to do? I have several other things I must do before work. I need to get up an hour earlier so I can accomplish those things and still leave on time to drop off my child, to go do this, go do that, get to work on time. I have a meeting at work. Once I get there, I have to leave work early, so I need to make sure I'm definitely there on time. I have to leave work early today so that I can make it over here to take care of this, and that. Then I have to go pick up my child, go over here, take him to the appointment, and so on and so forth. I have seen people, and I know people like this. They're running crazy every day and so stressed. Lack of time management affects your health because it causes more stress, most definitely. You're always running. And even though running is a good thing, I mean you're rushing, I should say. You're always rushing. You're always angry and pissed off now because it's like, I need to get there right now. So you stay in this mode of anxiousness, hoping that not one little thing goes wrong because you already started that day out wrong. And that's just not the way the world is. That is not it. You need to make sure you handle your part. So let's get some little tips on what would help out. One, I think, in my opinion, and what I found has been helpful for me, is one, write everything down. I know some people think, oh, that's crazy. I write everything down. I do not leave it to chance. And I have a pretty good memory. And a lot of the times I will remember most of the things that are on that list, but I never remember all. There's always something that I go back to and I go, oh, Almost forgot that one. So the night before, I make out a list based off of my big yearly list that I've broken down to my monthly list. So I make out the list and I say, okay, this month off of that list, I have to accomplish this. Okay, when am I doing it? What dates am I doing it? So then that's when my calendar comes in. So I'll put the calendar here. Here are the dates that I'll be working on these particular things. What time am I going to be working on it? I even go as far as that. You know what? Okay, from 8 to 10, I have a client I have to address. Okay, I finish with the client, give myself a little break. From 10:30 to 4, I'll be working on project ABC. From 4 o'clock, stop. 4, I'm going to go my exercise. I'll come back. 6 o'clock, I'll start dinner. 7 o'clock, I'll come back. I'll check on A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. And I write that list down. And when things get a little hectic, another point, like I said, put it on the phone. Put reminders on the phone. So even if I kind of get a little off track or I did not take the time to look at my book again, guess what? The phone says, bing! Don't forget, go do this. Oh, that's right. Let me shift gears now. I need to shut this down and I need to go to do what I said I was going to do. I know it takes some preparation. I know some people are like, I don't want to do all that. But this little bit of preparation in advance saves me an enormous amount of heartache, stress, wasted time, regret. And sitting back talking about, I wish I would have done, and angry at myself. Because one thing I don't like to be, I don't know about you, but I don't like preventable problems. I get pissed at myself when it's something I know I could have done better, but didn't. So now I'm sitting there mad at myself because I'm like, you know what, Jennifer, you could have done this and handled this differently and better. So, our lesson for today is how time management or lack of time management can actually cause more stress in your life. More stress means less happiness. And remember, the objective of our entire site on YouTube, our videos, our talks on Facebook, our chats and dialogues that are going on Twitter is all about how to create more happiness in your life. That's what this is all about. It's not about one thing that makes your life happy. No. It's an accumulation of how we handle every little thing in our lives. And each one of those things can add to more smoothness, more happiness, more, or depending on how we're handling it, each one of those things can each add more drama, negativity, more stress, which equals all more unhappiness to our lives. That's not what we want. It's not one thing. It's several things. That's why we have so many topics. That's why I'm connecting the two. I don't think a lot of people realize how simple things like time management can lead to more happiness because it leads to less stress. Your day goes smoother. You're not constantly rushing. You're not constantly late. You're not constantly being reprimanded or fired or looked over, because you are not efficient with your time. Other people are thinking, well, this person isn't efficient with their time, and I can't afford for them to waste my time that way. So, take that away. Try some of these little tips. I know it may seem tedious at first, but they help. Stick it on your wall like I did, if that helps. I have to see that every day. Every day I walk in my office, I'm going, oh, that's right. I'm still working on this. Or, this month is moved on. I start marking them off. Okay, I did this one. I did that one. And I start adding on to my portable list the things from that list that I need to start working on so I don't forget it. There are things I know that we forget a whole year. We're like, oh man, I meant to work on that last year. Oh man, I meant to do this. And things blow up in your face and then you're sitting there like, shoot. So that's our happy life lesson for today. Let's learn to manage our time better. Managing our time better makes our life less stressful. And if our life is less stressful, that's always going to equal more happiness. So we want to get our happy scale really heavy, and our happy scale really light. Very minimal. Very minimal. Don't create your own misery, please. Happiness is a choice. Choose wisely. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.